Hello everyone, and welcome to the second installment of this series for my instrumentation and data acquisition course through Embry-Riddle. This video lab will demonstrate the use of motion detection in order to create an alarm system. We will start by going over the software that we have built for this system, and then we will do a little explanation of the hardware setup for it, and we will finish with a demonstration of the system working. So to begin, we will start by going over the software that we have built for this lab. So just like last time, we are using a program called LabVIEW to create our software system. This is a system that will actually pull the data coming from our hardware, which is a myDAQ from National Instruments. And to give you a quick breakdown of exactly how this system works, we can begin here with this alarm sound wave. It is a signal simulation that we will use to effectively just create the signal that will create the sound for the alarm. That signal is going to go into our loop here, where our first DAQ assistant is going to pull the digital input from our motion sensor. It is going to properly index, and then from there it is going to determine whether or not there is motion. If there is motion that the sensor has picked up, then we are going to call that true, and the second DAQ assistant is going to actually output the sound signal that we have simulated and send that through the output of the audio jack on the myDAQ itself. So from here we can actually look at the front panel of our software. Pretty straightforward and simple. All we have is just the frequency of the alarm sound itself, which we can actually change the hertz value of that, as well as a LED for the motion detection and just a simple stop button. So from there we will move on to the explanation of the hardware and the demonstration. For our hardware setup, it is pretty simple and straightforward. We have our myDAQ system right here, and then we have our motion sensor right here. This motion sensor is wired through the digital input-output 0 channel, and then we also have to give it power some way, and then we have to ground it to ensure that it doesn't have issues. As well as the motion sensor, we also have this audio out cord right here. This is just hooked up to my headset so that when there is motion being detected in the system, it will be able to output that sound like we saw in the block diagram via the DAQ Assistant 2 through this port to my headset. So one quick thing that I forgot to mention in the description of the block diagram is this time delay right here. This is just a simple delay so that if this were an alarm system for like your house or your dorm room, you would be able to start the system, and then you would have a delay to get outside of your, like if you wanted to set the alarm before you left for the day, you would have that time to get out of the house before the alarm started. That way it's not just going off for you being in the room. So from here we're actually going to test the system and give you a quick demonstration. So once again, here we have our front panel. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click start, and then we're going to have that delay. And then once that delay is over, we're going to have motion detected and the alarm go off. So there you have it. There's the demonstration showing that once the delay is over and the actual signal is able to be sent as an output because of motion being detected, you hear the alarm going off. So I hope you guys enjoyed this lab, and we'll see you next week.